Again.
Welcome to Eldoret, guys. Yeah. So remember the way I usually say that Eldoret is a milk land, a resilience land, all those beautiful things, guys. Yeah. So today I'm just going to take us through something unique, the super vines. Yeah? We call them super K vines. That a lot of people are trying to venture into this production of super K vine, and I'll be telling us the nutrition part of it, because today's lesson is not all about nutrition. Remember, I usually tell people that we want to sharpen, resharpen, shaping, reshaping, and doing all those things. Yeah, when it comes to production, reproduction, nutrition, genetics, everything, so as to make the world sustainable when it comes to food production. Yeah, you can see here what is going on. Yeah, let me show us what is going on here. Yeah. Yes, you can introduce yourself here. Mister?
Oh,
Yes. Introduce yourself here and you tell us what you are doing here. Yes, introduce yourself.
My name is Steven.
Yes.
Yes. We are in the farm.
Yes. What are you people doing? What is this?
We are harvesting a super vine.
Yes.
Super vine K.
Super vine K, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually this is a breed that was developed scientifically. We can see our brother here cutting the super vine K here. So this breed was it was developed specifically for animal feed. Yeah. Remember, we have those other sweet potatoes that we call them the root tubers, yeah? Where we eat the roots. Like we call that squirrels. Are the squirrels that are the one eating roots of plants? You know squirrels? Eh? Steven, you know squirrel? Yes, iyo. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Lemon.
Yes.
I'm here to look for animal feeds.
Yes.
These ones are called Supervine K.
Supervine K, yeah?
Yeah, it is protein in nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, this is one of the something that has a lot of protein when it comes to livestock feeding, yeah? And the production, it has a very good production, because from one cutting, yeah, you can see is harvesting a lot of it. Yeah, you just harvest. I want to show them on one cutting. So now see this one cutting. Yeah, you can see the way it was extended. If you want these cuttings for this one, you will get it. Yeah, just holler me. I'll be giving you these cuttings. Now look the way it's folding. Yeah, all this production. This is now called production. From one cutting, you get several of it. Yeah. Remember, I'm coming live one-on-one from Uasin Gishu County, that is Eldoret to be specifically. Yeah? This one is just from one plant. Just have a look at it. And this all shamba here, it is with these all. Yeah? This is what is happening. All these things are here. Yeah? These are these super vines that I'm talking about. I want to show you where they have been cultivated, yeah, the extent to which they are cultivated. And today I'm going to talk about a lot of things, yeah. Actually, nowadays, if you want growth, yeah, and nutrition green and sustainable feed source, yeah, you should keep watching this. What I'm showing you for today here, the way you have seen the likes of Felix, the likes of Steven, what they are doing because they are harvesting, and I'll be telling us what is this super K vine, yeah, so that we get to know. So super K vine is a specialized sweet potato variety, yeah, developed for lush, fast growing vines and not tubers. Yeah, you know, like in my language we call the tubers mango. Some people call them sweet potatoes that people boil then consume. Yeah, for this specific variety, it does not form that. Yeah, so that means when you will be planting these, you won't be eating them. You only be feeding these animals with these, and things continue. Yeah, And this breed was improved, yeah, with the improved traits, yeah, because they took what we call the higher leafy yield, better protein content, and drought resistant, yeah. So for those who people like in Wajir, you know, like in Kenya, places like Wajir where the climate is very dry, we have drought there. So you'll be planting these things so that you get a lot of protein content, because from these, what we are looking at is the protein content and what nutritional value to the animal. And because it is drought resistant, yeah, anybody, any place, anywhere, you can plant this one so that feeding your animal, yeah. You can see here Mr. Steven is packing, repacking, and going so that it will be taken under process. And I'm going to tell us what process is going to take, yeah. From here, I'll be telling us what is going to be done so that we go together. Then, Mr. Steven, I see you leaving. Where are you taking that bag?
I'm going to chop it.
Chopping, yeah?
Chopping.
Will you leave it for around 6 hours, then you start chopping, or you just chop?
Direct. Chopping direct.
Okay, because for me, I could advise you leave it for around 6 hours, then you chop it, then you dry it, then you, yeah?
No, we are here to learn. So
Okay. Also, okay, I'm coming there. You just, but you are still carrying, yeah?
Yes.
Then I'll be catching you up there, where you'll be chopping them, right? Okay. So that is Mr. Steven. He has carried the one sack. He'll be coming for the other sack. Before he comes for the other sack, yeah, I'll be almost halfway done, yeah, because I have to tell you what the benefit of this, yeah. So the way I was saying, this is ideal for livestock farmers, yeah, especially for those who are coming from the tropic region, yeah, the Mandela, the Nini. The other day was telling us what this is. This is Super Napier planted here. This is the variety of Super Napier here. Yeah, but today we are discussing about this another thing here. So I don't want to integrate those two things, yeah. So let us just maintain our lane here so that we know what is going on. So I was to talk about the nutrition benefits, yeah. So what I'm going to tell us. So for these one, yeah, these we call them actually these vines, yeah. They have a crude protein of 14 to 18% and in dry matter, yeah. So that means this is one of the highest producer of protein when it comes, because if you get the biomass of those ones, everything about that is that high. So that means it tells us that a lot of things that the beneficial part of these, yeah, and even it is very high in digestibility fiber, and one thing that it facilitates, yeah, it is the growth of the gut, yeah, gut health. When I'm talking about gut health, yeah, a lot of scenarios have been talking about what we mean by gut health, yeah. Gut health is the health of the stomach, especially because animals are going to feed on these, yeah. Because I've been telling us that this sweet potato vine, it is not, yeah, it is for animals, not people, yeah. If you expect that you'll be planting these now, you share, we call it mutualism, yeah. You benefit as the animal benefit. You are wrong. For this one, it is only the animal will benefiting, yeah. And what are these animals that you can give these? You can give it to pigs, cattle, even you can crush them to poultry so that you can be mixing with all animals can feed on these, yeah. And that is something very good. The way I've said, yeah, we have prebiotics, probiotics, which help in gut health, yeah. So you having these, so that the expense of prebiotics, probiotics, all those things, so that means you'll be cutting cost, the cost of maybe supplementation when it comes to the things to buy, yeah. And another thing that I usually tell people that such things, yeah, such plant, they are rich in beta carotene, iron, calcium, and magnesium. So those things that we find in some salt, yeah. So some things like let's say the beta carotene, now you'll be finding these things, yeah. So you'll be getting it this way, and I'll be telling you the advantages of these, like the beta carotene, yeah. Why is it important to the animals, yeah? Another thing, you feeding this thing, it helps to improve milk production. A lot of proteins, the way I usually say, proteins facilitate production, yeah. It facilitates growth, yeah. It facilitates growth. So once you feed these things to your animal, you expect that production will increase because of the protein levels, because the protein levels are very high. You'll achieve what you really need when it comes to this. Another thing, when it comes to meat quality, some people tell us that they want sweet meat. When you give this one to your animal, yeah, you are guaranteed of the lean meat, the sweet meat, because it's being assimilated, absorption, and all those terminologies when it comes to metabolism and everything. Yeah, you get that everything is doing fantastic well. Another thing, it boosts immunity. Yeah, why do I say that it is boosting immunity? Remember, I told us that it has some component in it, and this component, when you feed this to animals, so that means it will be boosting immunity, which is very good. Yeah. And I'll be now telling us about suitable livestock that you can feed these this thing with. One of it is just you can feed it to dairy animals, that is dairy cow and bulls, and these will enhance milk volume and quality. When it comes to quality, the way I've stated, quality of meat. Another thing, it is very great when mixed with the dry matters or silage. Yeah? So that means you are not supposed to be feeding these alone. Yeah, you have to be putting together with other things. Yeah, like the silage, the hay, so has to be enhancing the digestibility and everything. Yeah, with that, people achieve what you need. Yeah? When it comes to goat and sheep, yeah, it is ideal for those, yeah, in late pregnancy and lactation, because once you feed this one to your animals, yeah, in those late lactation, so that means when it comes to lambing is all those things. Yeah, even when giving birth, it gives birth to healthy calves, healthy lambs, all those things. Yeah, so that one is very achievable. And another thing, let's say when it comes to something like rabbits, yeah, or let me start with pigs, it increases palatability. Yeah? When it comes to palatability, it's just something like you are eating, so it is very palatable. So that means the animal, when it is eating, it can be consumed very, very easily, and with that, actually, it improves appetite. Yeah, because when you think something is very sweet and when it is being chewed, you can see that when it comes to appetite, it increases appetite, because pigs will be eating a lot of this thing, yeah, and eating a lot of it, so that means it will be increasing the appetite and everything. So when it comes to, we can even discuss something else. Maybe we discuss about when it comes to poultry. So when it comes to poultry, what you do first, yeah, after cutting this way, you go do what we call sun drying. After sun drying, you chop into mash. Yeah, you just crush them into mash. Once crushed to mash, you can mix with other other feeds. Yeah, the concentrate, let's say like the energy giving feed, so that to achieve what you need for your animals. When it comes to, let's say, about regrowth and harvest cycle, the way I was saying when I was starting this video, yeah, the first harvest, like you can see this thing, yeah, this one has been this farm for less than 2 months, so that means less than 60 days they can be harvested. Like these ones, they are being harvested less than 2 months, and that means after planting. Yeah, so that means once they have cut this way, regrowth and growth will be occurring maybe in 30 to 40 days after cutting. Yeah, you can see the way it has been cut here, there is none here, so that means the regrowth will be, you'll be seeing it is now growing in the next 30 to 40 days. Yeah, you will be now harvesting these sweet potato vine, so as to go feed your animal. Another thing is about when it comes to maybe the whole year when you want to harvest, yeah, you'll be harvesting these sweet potato vine for 4 to 6, let's say 4 to 6 harvests per season, depending on climate. When it comes to climatic condition and everything, yeah, it is drought tolerance, so that means you can plant anywhere. So once you plant it, so your work is just to cut. Yeah, you plant once, then you, yeah, like this one, you can see it has been cut very well, leaving some size to sprout back. Yeah, and one thing about this, when you cut this one, when it will be sprouting back, it will be sprouting back with a lot of vigor, yeah. It will be coming out with a lot of energy, a lot of very many things, yeah. And remember, like harvesting this thing, yeah, when it is sprouting back, it sprouts very well. Another thing, it is about high leaf to stem ratio, yeah. Over 80% foliage yield, yeah. When it comes to production, yeah. This is the only plant, let's say, that the animal consume everything, even when it has been overgrown, yeah. The animal consumes everything, yeah. So that means the animal will be consuming everything. It won't be leaving anything here, and that's it, yeah. Other thing is when it comes to, maybe if you want to plant, yeah, if you want to plant this one, I think we'll be demonstrating, yeah, on how to plant, but I'll just tell us how somebody can plant this type, yeah. So one thing is just you are going to use the cuttings, yeah. You see, like here, I'll be showing you how the cutting is, yeah. Then I'll be telling us that what is the best. Like, let's say a very good example, yeah. When I'm talking about cuttings, this is the cutting. When I'm talking about the cutting, just from here to somewhere here, you cut here, you make the first cutting. Once you cut it, then so that means you go dig a hole, yeah. And when you are planting this thing, you have to plant in a, let's say we have what we call the rows and columns. So when you want to plant, spacing of rows to columns should be 30 centimeter to 60 centimeters apart. So that means when I'm talking about 30 centimeter, you plant one here. You see where I'm stepping? One here, the other one here. When it comes to maybe the column, yeah, you go 60 centimeters aside this way. You see what I'm doing? So after doing that, now you give it enough space to germinate. And where should you plant? One place that you have to plant this thing is when the soil is well drained, fertile soil, so as to catch this thing very well in the soil, yeah. And apart from that, you can intercrop with some other you can intercrop with some other crops. Like you can intercrop with maize, you can intercrop with cassavas. Those are the crops that you can intercrop with. So I'm going to demonstrate on how to plant this thing, yeah. Felix, you can hold for me this camera just kidogo. Shika tu hivyo. I want to demonstrate how to plant this thing, yeah. Once you get a cutting like this one,
Yeah.
you see this one is sufficient. This one go and feed animals, boy. So this one, I only need this, yeah. So when you want to plant this, so I have two things here, yeah. You just come do this way. The way I was saying, 30 centimeter, yeah. You can come here closer. You just do this way. You see this way. You dig this way. You place it this. Then you put some light soil this way. Yeah. This, so from here to here, this 30 centimeter. Oh, 30 centimeters from here to here. But when it comes to here, you put 60. So that means you measure 30 centimeter. You dig another hole here. You place it that way. And learn how to use a panga while planting this thing, yeah. Panga does it well, very well, yeah. And I really appreciate for you. Let me just leave you. You continue with what you are doing, yeah. Yes. So I was just disturbing Mr. Fellow here, yeah. So, with catching the camera and everything, yeah. You can see the way I've demonstrated on how to plant, yeah. So that means this type of grass, this type of fodder require very less space, yeah, and it does not require chemicals as compared to other things, yeah. This one I can't even advise you to put chemical unless you put some organic manure, yeah? Do organic farming. I usually tell people to do a lot of organic farming. Like here, you can see this organic farming. You can see some manure here, yeah. So I'm going to another stage where How do somebody incorporate into feed plan? Yeah, first, when they're this fresh, like you can see here, give them time to wilt around 6 to 8 hours before feeding. Yeah, once they wilt, mix with other foliage, maybe like napier grass, lucerne, maize sovers, but make sure that you chop them first. Yeah, once you chop them, then go feed. Yeah, another thing that some people do is just doing silage with it. You combine with molasses and maize for dry season reserve. Yeah, another thing, maybe you can be drying and can be shed dried. Yeah, and ground into fine powder and added to feed, and that is what they are going to do here. They are going to take this thing, dry under shed, then you feed them to animals. So that one you are going to do practically. Yeah, and caution, I have to give you caution and management of this thing. Yeah, one of the caution is to avoid overfeeding fresh vines to ruminant. Yeah, because they will be bloating. In many instances I've been talking about bloating. Bloating, the swelling of stomach. Once it is bloated, so that means it will be repercussions. And do not use vines sprayed with chemicals like pesticide, because you can see their leaves, they are very thick. Once you use pesticide, the withdrawal period will be very long. Yeah, so that means you have to take enough time. Yeah, other thing, you have to make to maintain proper rotation to avoid vine pests like weevils. Yeah, so that means if today you plant this one, the other time you do another thing, or you can intercrop the way I was telling you. Put maize, put cassavas. Once you cut like this one, you can plant maize inside, you can plant cassava, so intercrop with other things. Yeah, and another thing is about dry storage. Yeah, shed dry vines can be stored in sack for months. Yeah, let's say when you do a shed drying, yeah, I'll be going to demonstrate what is shed drying and why I was telling Mr. Steven, because I'm supposed to show them on how to shed dry these vines and to be stored. Yeah? Other thing is also you can be ensiled with other forages like sugarcane tops if you want to ensile it, because sugarcane tops contain sucrose, they contain a lot of things. So and that is what I'm really advocating. Yeah, so here we are going to the practical aspect of it. I'm going to show us the practical aspect, what we are going to do, and then we proceed, because we now leaving the farm here. We are going to leave the farm so that we proceed to where other things will be happening. The cleanness is ongoing. We want to start the meaningful. Yeah? You see me with a panga here. We want to start the meaningful, to shave, to shear, to cut, to chop. Yeah, we are going to chop this thing using this one, chaff cutter. Yeah, we are going to use the chaff cutter, because one advantage of chaff cutter than the chopper is because the chaff cutter does not squeeze these things. Yeah, but when you use a chopper, this is the chopper that I'm calling a chopper, this one. Yeah, this is a chopper. So when you use chopper is used for cutting dry things like these ones. Yeah, but when it comes to wet things, use chaff cutter because it doesn't squeeze. Yeah, so our engineer here is engineering. Yeah, we have here an engineer. What is this?
Yes.
Say your name first. You want to cook inside there? You want to cook?
I want to remove this one.
Yeah, your name is?
My name is David.
David, yeah, the engineer. Do what is the needful. So you want to do?
I want to remove.
Why?
This part.
Why are you removing the grease? Why?
It is overused.
Overused?
You need to.
But I think when it is overused, it should be coming out by itself. You're not supposed to remove it.
No, you are supposed to remove it because it has the teeth. You can see. And then you remove.
Yes.
Then you add another one.
A good one?
Yes, the new one.
A good one?
Yes.
Did you hear that song, that a good one? But this thing is still well. I can see the brownish part, yeah?
I just removed a small part.
Oh, the ones are in this roller. And the,
yes.
we call it what? Those things that are rotating.
Yeah.
Those ones. Guys, we are really learning a lot of things here, yeah? Because this one is good. This one is good. Let me take back this one. This one is good. because I can see it is still brown in color. Yeah. You know me, I used to know that these things are not being used, Nani. It is not being greased. Yeah? What if you are not greasing this thing? What will happen? Yeah?
No,
If you don't grease it, what will be happening?
it will cause some wearing and tearing.
You are right.
Yeah.
The friction, wearing and tearing
Yeah, and then the motor will
be hot.
yeah
Because it will be.
it will struggle.
It will be. Yeah.
So if you
You'll be overpowering the motor.
yeah
Okay. That's good. So this is lubricant. You see, now I'm learning. Yeah. I've come in benchmarking here, so that one day when I'll be starting my own farm, I'll be having some tips on how things work. Unaipaki Tereze? What about this one? Over here.
yeah this one.
That one is still well, yeah?
Yeah.
At least, guys, we are learning. We are learning things here. Catch with your hands.
Can I use my hand?
Yeah? Use your hand to scoop it.
Let me use this one for today.
Yeah, that's enough, yeah? Or you want to put like a piece of ugali?
Okay.
Guys, we are really learning a lot of things from this farm. Because for me, I even didn't know that this thing is supposed to be greased. Yeah? So I should be helping you to do that. This way. Yeah. So once done, you'll be closing it. Yeah, guys, the way I usually say that where every activity about meal is ongoing, it should be very clean. You can see the cleaning is ongoing, cleanliness is progressing in a good way. Yeah, you know, it is raining in Eldoret. That's why you get there's a lot of mud. That is mud over there. So we have a lot of rains here. Yeah. So these ones will be done the proper way. Yeah. The way I said, guys, work in progress. Yeah. Work is ongoing here. You now see the way Chopper is chopping these things. This is Chopper. Yeah. There is the way they're feeding these vines. Once it is fed there, it is being cut from this end. You can see the way it is being cut. Yeah. This is the way it is being cut. Yeah, this one. It is cutting very nicely, very good. So from here, there'll be the hose. The way I said, yeah. This napier is supposed to be dried 6 hours before it is being chopped, just to make sure that water is being removed. Yeah. Once the water is being removed, that means that is wilting. Yeah. You get that chopping it is very easy, and when you're feeding to other animals, you get that the animals will not get bloated. Yeah. And that's how things are happening here. So after cutting these ones, yeah, they will be taken to be fed to the animals. Then after feeding the animals, we'll be now getting to know how much production will the animals be giving us. Yeah, you see now the way it is happening very nicely. Yeah, it is happening very well. Look the way it is being chopped. It is being cut. Yeah. So there are 2 things that somebody can do. One, it is being cut that way. It means it can even be taken, go dried, then being conserved for future use. Yeah. These are very good protein source. Yeah, these are good protein source. Very, very good. So from here, we'll be seeing how the animals will be fed and how they will be eating. Yeah, after eating, maybe when it comes to production part, we'll be knowing how much milk it will be producing once fed in this. So that means it is tomorrow morning we'll be justifying, yeah, in when it comes to production now. Yeah. It's time to feed these animals here. Let me show you how they are now. Yes, Mr. Steven. After grinding and chopping and everything, now it is this way. Yeah, you can give them to animals so that we can see the way animals are feeding on these. Only these. This is just for demonstration so that we can see if the animals will be feeding well. Yeah. Good. Okay. Ni kina nani wanapewa? Mwagia tu kidogo kidogo.
Karibu mkono tano.
Sawa. Ongeza moja. Iko sawa. So it is now feeding time. Yeah. You can see like this one is eating, enjoying. They have just put immediately. They have started consuming. Yeah. Same to these. Add them more. Yeah. You can see they are really enjoying to feed on these fodder. They love it. They really like it. Yeah. They really like it. Yeah. So these ones will be put. You can see all these animals are not feeding. Yeah. You see these ones are not feeding. But when it comes to here, all of them here they are feeding on these greens. Yeah. All of them they are feeding. That's enough for that. Those ones. Hii imetosha. So zingine pia zikiwa. They are really enjoying. Yeah. Even this one is salivating. You see this one. This one is salivating. Yeah. Weka tu yote. Ongezea ng'ombe wakule. Yeah. Yeah, these other ones are really salivating. Yeah. They need this one, like this one. They want to escape. Yeah. They want to escape and come and taste the sweetness. These ones are looking from here. That's why I told you that this thing is very sweet to these animals. Yeah. So that's why they are just peeping from these entire end. You can see like these two here. They are peeping the way these animals are feeding on those the sweet potato vines. Yeah. Even these ones are really salivating to have a taste, a bite of that one. Yeah. Wow. They are really enjoying feeding on it. They are really enjoying. Yeah. They are really enjoying. You see like this one. It is really enjoying, yeah. Yeah, they're enjoying. Same. These ones are almost finishing theirs, yeah. Guys, that's it when it comes to feeding them with that species of sweet potato vines that I was training us. You see, it is very delicious. It is very sweet. The animal love it. Yeah. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do subscribe so that we can learn and learn. Goodbye for now till we meet again.